I'm Charmaine Cooper, Community Engagement Coordinator for Wingecarribee Shire Council. Today I'm joined by Peter Caldwell, Project Manager for the Lackey Park project. Today he will be running through a presentation for us and I'll be asking questions that may arise as we go through. So Peter, over to you.
Thank you, Charmaine. Council has been tasked with developing the concept master plan for the proposed Lackey Park Regional Sporting Hub. To enable possible options to be determined in relation to this park, architect Edmiston Jones were engaged to prepare documentation for review. This presentation outlines options that were considered in the lead up to the current concept master plan design. The intent of this project is to create a concept design for a regional sporting hub between Campbelltown and Canberra in Lackey Park, Moss Vale. This will provide both regional and junior level cricket and rugby league playing fields and opportunity for other sporting codes. It will include a regional level change rooms, amenities, clubhouse, canteen, storage, and initially 600-seat grandstand that now has been increased to 1,200 capacity in order to realise attracting national level events in the future. In addition, the park is to be a recreational centre for the surrounding residential and growing industrial area with the inclusion of an exercise trail with activity stations. Lackey Park is a large park on the western side of the railway. It is a 10-minute walk north of the railway station and commercial centre of Moss Vale, which is shown in light blue on this particular plan. The pink area is residential within a 2-kilometre radius, and you can see most of the Moss Vale population cycle and pedestrian connections. It is envisaged that this park will be more than just a sporting venue, with the ability to be utilised as a general recreation area also. The purple area to the north is currently an industrial area and farmland, with a future proposed bypass and enterprise zone, which you can see in red. Most of the significant buildings around Moss Vale are beautiful and local barrel bricks have been used predominantly in their construction. It is proposed that these existing buildings will be used to determine the material choice in the proposed grandstand construction. This plan details the initial site analysis undertaken to determine the most suitable location, orientation of the fields, grandstand, parking and activity stations. It is a large, predominantly flat site that currently has a cricket pitch surrounded by a former horse trotting track.
So Peter, what will happen with the trotting track?
Well, Charmaine, that track will become redundant and it will not form part of the new development.
Okay, thank you.
There is a lovely grove of existing trees in the northwest of the site, along with cricket nets and a playground area, which slopes up to Lytton Road. There is an existing basketball stadium located on the southern side of Lackey Park. Other factors leading to the current concept design included access points, low emergency flood extents, the direction of cold winter winds, which are predominantly from the southwest and westerly directions, as well as the cooling summer breezes from the south and the northeast. There are existing storage structures and amenities on the southern boundary. The existing sewerage pumping station is also currently being upgraded. This is located on the southern side of the site also. There are 2 site plan options that were tabled for discussion. Common to both options are fields include regional level and junior playing fields as well as training for rugby league and cricket. The fields are orientated to the north with grandstand to the west of the main playing field. Publicly accessible toilets with good sight lines to playground and junior fields for training. Provision for approximately 400 car spaces includes on-street parking around the perimeter roads. Protection of the existing trees to the northwestern section of the site. Refurbishment of the existing cricket nets in their current location, as well as an activity trail with 4 activity stations. Site Plan 1. This option includes senior fields and grandstand located to the north, through access from Lackey Park to Lytton Road, on-site parking predominantly in the southwest corner, including a grassed area for overflow parking, access from southeast corner at Lackey Road through to Lighton Road, potential road connection from basketball stadium. The disadvantages with this option included that the fields overlapped, there was less opportunity for spectator mounds, the distance from the basketball stadium to the grandstand, through vehicular access could be undesirable, the proximity to the western and southeastern neighbours, as well as the distance from parking to the grandstand. There are opportunities for spectator mounds and overflow car parking, the separation of cricket playing fields. Existing storage structures are retained and could have the option of being refurbished. Less vehicular traffic surrounding the playground. Easier vehicular access to the stadium. Potential road connection from basketball stadium. The disadvantages with this option included the distance from the grandstand to the cricket nets and the proximity of activity to the southwest neighbours. The grandstand design options can be utilised on any site plan. Rugby league and cricket design guidelines for regional level facilities have been referenced in the design. The location proposed for the grandstand to the western side of the main field, which runs north-south. This diagram shows the spaces and the relationship between them, the ground floor on the left and the first floor on the right. Each design has approximately 600 seats, 4 change rooms which can be combined for larger events, natural ventilation. The ground floor has canteen and game day amenities to the northern section. There are lockable large public amenities for game days and 4 change rooms with showers that can be combined for larger events. There are officials' change rooms, a large roof for the accommodation of solar panels if desired, and the collection of rainwater draining to water tanks. Storage areas to south and undercover seating. Accessible toilets on the northwest and the southwest corners, which will always be open to park users and for training. The ground floor has more storage with slightly larger change rooms. The first floor has clubhouse over the canteen with the facilities to allow flexible use by community groups. It has a northerly aspect and a viewing deck. Lift access to clubhouse and large open standing flexible area. There's accommodation for the media, VIP and accessible areas. The 6 bays of 100 seats. There is through pedestrian access underneath to the fields. This option, it has the possibility of stage construction with first floor level in stage 1. This design is a larger footprint than the alternative design, but narrower and lower at approximately 7 metres in height. The clubhouse is offset from the halfway line. This slide shows some grandstand 3D views. It has low open form, which sits comfortably in the park. It's less imposing on a human scale. It has connection with the trees. It can host large events, but works well with weekend and everyday use. It is easy to access the seating and closer to the action. This slide shows the alternate grandstand design. The ground floor is a similar layout to the previous design, with the canteen on the north, storage areas on the south, and the change rooms in the centre. The change rooms are slightly smaller, and there is no indoor storage on the ground floor. The first floor has a central clubhouse, which is a long, thin shape with no facilities included. However, it does have the potential to add storage spaces. The seating is high level and less accessible to these areas. It is a slightly smaller footprint, but wider and 3 metres taller at 10 metres. There are 3D views of the alternative grandstand design on the next slide and a comparison between the two options on the final slide. Please refer to the concept master plan design for the layout chosen based from these two options.
Are either of these the one that is currently on exhibition?
Yes, the alternate grandstand is the one that we're going for. That was the one it was based on. And see how it's got the grandstand in the middle?
Yes.
Yeah, so the grandstand in the middle is the option that we've developed further to come up with the current concept master plan design.
Thanks, Peter. That was really interesting. It's always good to consider that there were options that were developed and, a variety of stakeholders offered the opportunity to provide input before we actually go to the exhibition phase. So if anyone is interested in making a submission, I understand it's the alternative grandstand that's currently on exhibition, but we're also asking for feedback on the site plan as well. So if you'd like to share your thoughts, please head on to yoursaywingecarribee.com.au. There's an online submission form there and some further information. Thanks for your time today, Peter.
Thanks, Charmaine.